let's start with the video. Oh my god, hopefully I didn't forget anything. Anyway, guys, don't be like, oh my god, this girl can drive. I can't drive. I can't. I'm just sitting in the car. Anyway, hello my lovely people, my supporters, my family. I am Olorato and welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please welcome to the entertainment, my darlings. And if you're my returning subscriber, welcome for more entertainment, my darlings. So in this video, guys, I'm going to be telling you guys a story of how I once got in a relationship with this kind of toxic. I feel like he was toxic, but as I tell you guys the story, I think you'll figure it out if he was toxic or not. But it's just a story from like my perspective and how I have experienced it, and I just felt like I should, share it with you guys. So yeah, let's get it right into this video, and let me tell you guys the things that you would like to know.
I will give you what you wanting. Baby, come and chop my money. Baby, back to the dance thing. Baby,
So guys, I'm gonna start this from the beginning here. I'm gonna try and tell you guys every detail. I'm gonna try and get into like deep details, but not deep. Because like, I'm not trying to expose the poor guy. Okay. But I'm gonna try though. So let me start off how I met this guy. So this one day I decided to leave my house, get some air and go to see my friend. So every single time when I see my friend, guys, we have to go out. I cannot stay in the house and chill, have a chat. I'm that friend that just likes going out, getting some fresh air and seeing people, So I decided that day that I'm gonna, want to buy some ice cream. Anyway, I'm also an ice cream fan. Let me just stop talking about myself. So I got to my friend's house. When we got there, I asked my friend, if he could go and buy some ice cream. Only to find out my friend had plans already. She tells me the story of this guy who had broken up with this girl because of certain things that happened in their relationship. So she tells me that story and she's like, okay, this guy told me to get his hoodie from this girl, so I'm gonna get the hoodie. Actually, I have the hoodie at this moment, so we're gonna take the hoodie and give it to the guy. So I was like, okay, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, we're just gonna give him the hoodie, that's it, as long as we don't have a chat or anything. So yeah, that happens. I mean, we take a walk, we get to the guy, and then my friend gives him the hoodie, only to find out guy was not focusing on the hoodie at that time. He was focusing on me. Fast forward. That day passes by, right? And then this someday, I don't know when was that day, my friend comes to my place and she's like, girl, you remember that guy that I told you about that had a break up with his girlfriend and this blah blah happened, all those things that happen in their relationship. I was like, okay, what happened? She's like, oh no, guy likes you and she would like to get to know you, like he's asking for your numbers. At first I was like, no, I'm not giving this guy my number. So we ended up going to the shops. Fortunately, we get to see the guy. Actually, he was sitting with his friends at the shops. I don't know what they were doing, but yeah, we just saw them there. And then guy approaches me. Actually, he approached my friend first. He was like, hey man, I want to talk to your friend. And then my friend was like, you know what, talk to her. And then he comes to me. He tells me all these things. He asked me these questions like, have you ever broken a guy's heart? Have you ever cheated? Do you think that you can cheat on me? Like, what? Fine. As those things happen, I'm like, you know what, let me just chill on this poor guy. I told him, like, I've never cheated before and I'm not planning on cheating on any guy. And I'm not a heartbreaker. I've never broken anyone's heart. I've never. Fine. Guy was like, okay, fine. Can I have your numbers? I was like, no, you can't have my numbers. And he immediately asked my name. I told him my name, only to find out. Actually, I think he searched my name in Facebook, something like that. But I don't know how we got to chat. I think my friend gave him my numbers. Actually, my friend asked me if he could give him my numbers, and I agreed to that. Something like that. I think I did that. But yeah, somehow me and the guy started talking via chats, right? So, we chatting. He's talking about all these things, how he wants me to be his girlfriend, how he likes me, all those things that a guy could actually ask a girl. These teenage relationships. Yeah, you'll get me. I like you, man. I would like for us to be in a relationship. I've been looking for someone, and he's such a lover. He is such a lover. I'm not gonna lie here. He's such a lover, and he was literally looking forward for someone who could, he was looking forward to someone who could, give him that love, support him in everything that he did. But so yeah, we chatting. He tells me all those things, and I'm like, keep on not agreeing to be his girlfriend, And then I think a month or two passed by until I got to agree to be in a relationship with this guy. Fine. This guy, sorry guys, I got disturbed. Anyway, this guy, we talk, and then a month or two, yeah, passed by until I went to school. I think, no, it was not a month or two. I think weeks. Yeah, weeks passed by. And it was like in December when this guy asked to be in a relationship with me. So he kept on asking to be in a relationship with me until weeks passed by, and I had to get back to school. So when I got back to I didn't go back to school first. This guy asked to be in a relationship with me as weeks passed by, and then he asked to meet. He asked for a meet up, and then I agreed to it. Fine, because I don't know, I started liking him through the phone, and yeah, as we had a chat and getting to know a person, and then you just start liking them via the phone. So he asked for a meet up, and I'm like, okay, fine, let's just meet. I go, I get ready. On that day, I get ready, and a girl has to smell nice, she has to look good. So I try all those things that a girl is supposed to be doing when they go for meet up in teen world. I don't know what to say, what to call it, how to call it, but whatever. So I get ready to meet the guy. So I leave my house. When I get to wherever we were meeting at, guy took 10-15 minutes to come, and I was so mad. I was so angry, and I feel like people who do that to me, I just kind of just like them. I don't know why. But yeah, so guy comes, and yeah, he comes, and we started having a chat, and he starts asking me these things again, being like, can you please be my girlfriend? He kept on pleading until on that same day, he kept on pleading until I just, had to give up and be like, let me just give this poor guy a chance, because he's just been trying, and I feel like I'm just being hard on him. I was not thinking about myself. I was thinking about him, his feeling, his emotions, and what he's going through, what he has been going through. That's what I was thinking about. I know, right? So yeah, a guy, he pleads to be in a relationship with me, and I'm like, okay, fine, let me give you a chance. And at that time I was 16 years old. Sorry, I was 16 years old, but at those times I didn't really think of myself. I was always thinking about people's emotions and all those things, obviously, duh. So I ended up just agreeing to like being in a relationship with him. So as I agreed to be in a relationship with him, 5 minutes later, after leaving, him from wherever it is where we went to meet, I started regretting agreeing to being in a relationship with him. You know why? Because I didn't want to. It was not something that I wanted to do. It was something that he wanted. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So on those days, I think there was like a few days left for me to go back to school. So yeah, me and the guy keeps talking, but I kind of liked him. I don't know why, but not liked him as in like to be in a relationship with him. Like just the chats that we, had, and how he spoke to me. I don't really think I was into him like in a relationship way, like in a couple way. I don't know if you guys understand me. But yeah, that's how I felt about him. We keep on chatting, and the day comes of where I actually have to go back to school. So that day comes, I go to school. When I get there, me and the guy continues talking. So as we talk, we talk about these relationship stuff, like, man, we're making these promises and rules in the relationship and all those things. Fine. So he tells me, like, if you break up with me, I'm gonna walk around naked with my private part in front of people, embarrassing you. So that actually got me to a point where I got annoyed. Like, why are we talking about private parts? But he didn't actually mention he didn't say it as in like the way that I'm saying it. He was saying it like in an awkward way. I literally got annoyed. So every single time, like when we talking, and then we talk about like breakups and all those things, and we try to tell each other that even if something happens in the relationship, can we just not break up? Can we just like fix things instead? But guy keeps bringing these things that make me feel like I'm blackmailed, you see. So he used to like smoke, and then he kind of, I don't know, did he stop smoking, or he just went, he did smoke, but I don't know if he stopped smoking, or was he smoking like bit by bit, you understand me? So he tells me that if we break up, he's gonna get back to smoking. He doesn't actually know that what would happen to him if I break up with him. He feels like he would, go to, I don't know, rehabs and all those things. He'd go crazy. Those things that would actually make me feel like I am not supposed to break up with this guy, because if I do, his life will be miserable. So every single time when I was in a relationship, all I had in mind was him. I felt like he was the only one that, was like important in the relationship, and I was just there to be there, like for him. That's how I felt when I was in a relationship with him. So as time went on, I kept on considering these things that he tells me, like, if I break up with him, whatever it is that he's going to do to himself is going to be my fault. You see? Hi. And then this day came. I think 3 days after I went back to school. Yeah. I decided that I have to break up with him. Because if I don't, I feel like I'm going to always just have these things in mind, and they're going to affect me. On that day, I was actually trying to do things for myself. And, I'm not saying that I didn't have anything at fault in that relationship. I mean, I was also at fault at some point, because I was not honest with the guy. I was not fully honest, and all I did was just lie to him even more. So I blame myself for that as well. But on that day, all I had thought about was just myself, my well-being, and how I'd actually be if I continue being in the relationship with that guy. So I had thought of like how about I just break up with this guy? Because, I mean, I don't know why I'm staying in this relationship of ways I don't feel secured, and I am not feeling like I'm loved. I was actually feeling loved, but I feel like he was overdoing it by just, promising me all these things that he would do to himself if I break up with him, which actually affected me negatively. That's how I felt. So I ended up writing him this long message that kind of expressed my feelings. I felt better after writing that message. But after writing that message on that day that I thought about myself only, I immediately took the phone and put it under my pillow, just to get these things off my head. And I went to visit my friend in their rooms. At that time, I'm staying at the hostel, right? I'm staying at the hostel. So when I get to my friend's room, I don't feel comfortable. My mind is still in that message that I'd written for him. And I'm expecting all these messages that would be negative. Like, I'm going to do this to myself. This is what I'm going to do because you've broken up with me. You see? So I end up leaving my friend's room again, going back to my room because I feel like I need to reply this guy. When I get to my phone, guys, I find long ass messages. Actually, not messages. I find long as missed calls. And his message. Do I really have to reply this guy? Because I feel like he's going to be all negative and I'm gonna start shaking. What should I do? Fine. I take my phone under the pillow and I, look at these long calls and messages. Fine. So I see this message. I read this message first before I call him because I ain't got nothing in mind. So I just have to read the message first, get myself ready to reply him on call. Fine. I read the message. He tells me I knew this would happen. So this is how you feel. You were not honest with me and all those things. I'm gonna go back to smoking because of you. I'm gonna be by myself because of you. I loved you and I've told you everything about me. Since I've told you everything about me, I trusted you, and this is what you do to me. You break my trust, blah blah blah, and all those things. All those things that would actually make me feel bad, And I call him. And I'm like, dude. Actually, I wrote him a message. I wrote him a message that actually said, I'm not, I was trying to be positive by all means, and I was trying to not make him feel I was using him or anything like that, and not to make him feel I don't know, but I was trying to be positive by all means. I'm not trying to share anything that I didn't actually do. So I try to be positive towards him. I'm like, guy, I'm breaking up with you because of this. I feel like I got into a relationship with you because I was not fully honest with myself, with you as well, and can we just break up? And I hope that you don't get back to all those things that you've mentioned when we were in a relationship. I hope that you don't do anything like that because I still care about you. I still love you though. But right now my love for you is actually friendly kind of love. And I think he kind of found it offensive. Oh, guys started being I'm gonna start smoking because of you. I'm gonna start doing all these bad things that I used to do because of you. I am gonna be depressed and all those things. But he has been going through a lot, Jim. I'm not gonna lie. And every time when I try to comfort him, he literally comes towards me with some bombs. He makes me feel bad to a point where I feel I should just get back with him to make him feel better. I didn't anyway. I didn't. I just kept on being positive. And then I ended up being pissed. I'm trying to be positive towards you and all you do is just come at me negatively. And I feel anything that's happening in between us right now, even friendship, should just end, because I was just trying to be like friendly to you, and all you do is just come with bombshells. And you know, I tell him those things. The following day, I think, it was not the following day, it was 2 to 3 days later, he tells me that he went to the hospital. You know, he was sick, he had depression and all those things, and bad things, man, had happened to him because of me. So I ended up feeling bad again, and telling my friend all those things that had been happening. I'm like, friend, so this is what's happening. He even threatened me, telling me that he was gonna kill himself and leave a letter that actually has my name on it. Oh my god, I was so scared, guys. I was so scared to a point where I called my friend. I told her everything that was happening, and she was like, you know, man, he's like that. And poor guy, my friend was even like doing things, she was making things worse, because she was being like, oh, poor guy, friend, why don't you just get back with him? You know, maybe he will get better and all those things. Just poor guy, my friend, when I know you've done these things before. Why did you date him anyway? Because I know you. Oh my god, I was I just everything just went crazy. And then I just left the guy. I just left him. I blocked him in everything, in my phone, calls, everything, just to like avoid the negativity. Oh my god, my drink is finished. To avoid the negativity. But after that, he then went to my friend, you know, told her everything to make me feel bad. And a few days after breaking up with him, I forgot to tell you guys that he actually had my Facebook code. After a few days after breaking up with him, he then went to my Facebook and then posted himself. Then I had to unblock him and then ask him, why is he doing all those things that he's doing? The guy was like, no, I don't know. I didn't do that. I feel like you did it. He's like, I want him back. I was so annoyed. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, guys, after that, I blocked him again and I tried to move on. And unfortunately, I went back to him again. And then after breaking up with him again, he then did all those things that he did in the past. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys in this video. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, just so you get notified every single time when I drop in some entertainment. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you want more of these videos, please comment down below, guys, and tell me which videos you would like for me to like give to you guys. As I can actually see, I had a few views in my prank video. So my prank videos, I'm actually going to do prank videos when the school closes, because right now I just don't have the chances. I have been home alone for quite a while now, so there's actually no one that I can do pranks on. I don't even have friends in Bosman. So I love you guys, and stay tuned for more videos, and please don't leave me. Bye. Mwah.